Good morning. Military planners in Israel and in Washington are deeply concerned that missiles are being used up far faster than they can be replaced. The Washington Post reported a few days ago that Israel's arsenal of missile interceptors is running out. They wonder how long each side, Iran and Israel, can maintain operations, and the answer might depend on who runs out of missiles first. The Post quoted an official briefed on U.S. and Israeli intelligence. Some assessments suggest that Israel can maintain air defenses for fewer than 2 weeks. At that time, either the United States needs to give the Israelis more rockets or get more directly involved ourselves. Soon, the Israelis will need to be more selective which inbound missiles to engage. The Wall Street Journal followed up the next day. Arrows are part of Israel's missile defense system, and Israel is running low on those. So there is strong doubt that Israel's capability to stop inbound long-range missiles will last much longer. The United States is sending more missile defense systems over, but planners say American inventories are also being run down. Neither the U.S. nor the Israelis can just intercept missiles all day, playing catch. Over just a few days, Iran launched 370 ballistic missiles and 30 got through. Lots of reasons why a single missile may get through air defense systems. Radar systems can make mistakes, or the interceptor missile can malfunction, or human error. A lot of things need to go exactly right to hit inbound munitions traveling faster than the speed of sound. But Iran's tactics are different from anything the Israelis have seen in the past. A single missile launched can be engaged, but Iran is launching dozens of them at the same time. And here we have a math problem. When aero missiles engage these inbound ballistics, they launch at least 2 at a time. Typically 2 are used per salvo. That approach means that they need to have a lot of them. They need a sufficient stock of interceptor missiles, and goes without saying, the ability to replace them as they're used. So to engage dozens of missiles simultaneously that are inbound, air defense units need twice that many. And remember what the Washington Post said, which is that the Israelis soon will need to become choosy about which targets to engage. But the analysis here in Al Jazeera is wondering something else. The missiles that are getting through suggest that Iran may now be using hypersonic missiles, which can't be intercepted by anybody or anything. Hypersonics can also trick air defense systems, because for some of the missiles that have gotten through, it suggests deep problems on the ground in Israel. A rocket hit the Kiryat, which is Israel's military headquarters in Tel Aviv. Another inbound hit a military intelligence center used by the Mossad, and another hit the stock exchange building. What they're asking here is that if the IDF forces are able to pick and choose which inbound rockets to engage, one should think that their own military and intelligence headquarters buildings and their stock exchange would be high priority, but they were hit anyway. Things are breaking down at the operations level then for Israeli missile defense units. Either the Israeli air defense forces are out of missiles and cannot stop Iranian inbound ballistics from hitting even their highest profile targets, or the missiles employed in these cases are hypersonics and they can't be stopped at all. But in either event, the Israelis and our own militaries are drawing down arsenals of interceptor rockets, and we need materials from China to build more of them. Boeing is a lead contractor for these aero systems. Here is the press release announcing the Boeing agreement with Israel Aircraft Industries to build components for the aero missiles in the United. I know Boeing has a lot of problems right now, but can you please spell the name of our country right in the headline of your own press release? Israel needs Boeing to build more arrows, and Boeing needs Chinese rare earth metals to build those arrows. And China has very strict export bans on any of their rare earth metals that are heading to the United States and most especially to military contractors in the United States. Not just the US, but the whole world. Missiles and spacecraft are some of the many advanced manufacturing industries impacted by the Chinese export bans. China's Commerce Ministry has barred Chinese companies from dealing at all with American companies, and especially companies like Boeing. Boeing is one of the many firms whose only source for materials in avionics is China. They either get it from China or they don't get it at all. Chinese port officials here in some places will allow some exports if the shipment contains only trace amounts of the rare earths, and only then if they're not outbound to the United States. But in most places, not even that's allowed. Exporters need to prove that there are no heavy rare earths before they can even get on a boat. This is Shanghai. Be good.
Do unto others as you want others to do for you. Store up for yourself treasure in heaven. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
关注我，看尽国外热门视频。